Hello folks, and welcome back to SnowRunner, my own hardcore mode. So you should have seen in the beginning what the hardcore mode rules are. And in the last episode we came over here to get the drill bit. And I decided to open up a couple of watchtowers because I knew there were 4 upgrades nearby, and I thought I could go ahead and get those upgrades. And one of the things that it opened up was the recovery of the Western Star. So this is my second trip down here with the Scout. First trip down, I used all the repair points and even a little bit of the fuel that I had left over. Left myself enough to make it back, and I was short a gallon. So I had to get the pickup truck to pull me back the last bit of the way. And something I want to show you, because I kept forgetting about this. Every time I come down here, I try to go through there, and you can, not with this vehicle. This vehicle will get stuck a lot going through there. And I kept forgetting that there is another way, which is much easier. So you just come over here and cross the rocks. And I believe you don't get the snorkel for this truck until you are at level 14 or 16, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. There's a lot of things you can't get with this until your driver rating is in the teens. And I really don't use this vehicle because it tips so much. The only time I really use it is a rolling garage and fuel station. But for this mission, it turns out pretty good, because it carries 300 repair points and 5 tires. So here's our Western Star. Let's shut the engine off, and I'm going to go ahead and finish repairing it. So as you can see, I was able to put 5 out of 6 wheels on it, which I will go ahead and do that spare tire now. And that leaves me 4 more tires that I carry in the roof rack, because the spare tire actually goes inside. So 4 more tires in the roof rack and 300 points. So with those 300 points, I was able to repair the gas tank, the engine, and 90 of the suspension. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the suspension up, and that should give me enough to finish that. So now the Western Star is fully fixed, and let's see how much gas I put in it. Make sure I don't take any of that. And I was able to put 42 gallons in it out of 80. So let's go ahead and put 53 gallons in it, because I am going to need the rest of that for the vehicle that's going to tow this over here. And that vehicle is going to be Con 39 Marshall. So I decided to break it out. And what I did was, the only thing I did with it was come down here. There's a watchtower here. So I drove down this road because I wanted to see what it would really do. I really haven't driven it much. And I opened that watchtower, and then I drove down here and came up here and opened this watchtower. because I know those 2 watch towers will give me 4 upgrades. So I've got an upgrade here, got an upgrade here, I have one over here, and I've got one over here, but it was to, if I remember correctly, I've never actually used that upgrade. I don't know what it goes to. It may go to the nav star. So I'm going to be checking that out in this episode also. So what I'm going to do is take the con, and I'm going to come down here. I'm going to get this upgrade, and then bring it down here and drive it over to here. And I'm going to see if it has the power to pull the Western Star back to the garage. Because though I like the nav star a lot, the Western Star is my baby. That's the truck I love the most in this game. So let's see if the Con Marshal can actually pull it up the hill. Because if I can get it up the hill, I'm going to be very happy. And this is an area that I do not bring the International Scout, because there are so much uneven ground here that every time I bring the Scout over here, I end up flipping it numerous times, and that starts becoming very agitating. Because that truck does not like uneven ground. And I really wanted to see how this truck will do. And so far it's doing pretty good. It is not fully upgraded, which is why I don't know if it can pull right up there. I don't know if it can pull the Western Star out. And if it can't, when I have the Fleet Star ready, I know it can. So engageable, and that is for the GMC. So I can use that. I will put it on, but the GMC is not a vehicle that I use very often because it just does not do mud. Looks like my laptop is coming back up. Got a message that said, I'm probably going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep, I need to turn around. Got a message that says that my computer needed to update, and it gave me 5 minutes before it restarted. So I've been waiting here for about 45 minutes for it to restart, and it is just now restarting. The updates are done. No, they're not. It's only 30%. Okay, so where am I heading? Right up here. I am halfway through my fuel load, which is why I wanted to save some gas from the Scout and the International. Put in this. And what I was going to do was bring the International Scout over to here so it could fill this one up so I could go ahead and finish getting the watchtowers. And then I got the idea maybe this can pull the Western Star out. So I think I will try that. Now I did do a little test lift on the drill bit to see if the small crane could actually pick the drill bit up, and it can. I started to load it and I thought, no, what am I doing? If I load it on the truck, or if I load it on my blue trailer, it's the only blue trailer that I have. So I don't want to load it on there yet. Oh, come on. Let's go forward and backwards. There we go. So we'll change over to the Scout. And I will use the roof rack and fill that up. So that leaves me 20 on that. How much do I have in the Scout? I've got 15 gallons in the Scout. So let's take the roof rack and yeah, go ahead and fill that up as much as I can. Plus that will take off a lot of the weight off the top of this, and it makes the International Scout much easier to get up that hill back there, where I'm getting ready to try to pull this truck. So before I do that, I just want to make sure it is fully repaired, because it's going to need, I believe the con marshal is going to need all the help it can get. And let's attach the winch to it, turn my lights on, and let's see if we can't get ourselves a Western Star. You can get the Western Star back without refueling it or repairing it. You don't have to repair or refuel. And it'll have 6 flat tires, and it will not be able to help you up the hill. So if you have a big truck that can do it, then you'll be okay. Okay, the rocks are this way. But me using this Scout here to try to do it, I want the Western Star repaired as much as possible. So it can give me a helping hand. And I've never tried to do this at night, so this should be interesting. The first playthrough that I didn't know about the Western Star, and by the time I figured it out, I had already had the P16, and the P16 had no issues pulling it up here broken. Western Star was totally broke. P16 pulled it up here, no issues whatsoever. Second time I did it, in the last playthrough I did, I used the Fleet Star, and once the Fleet Star had the off-road tires on it, it had no issue pulling it up here. But with the Fleet Star, I took a different route. I took this route up here. Whoop. So let's see if the con can pull it up here. Gotta go right between those trees. Because pulling it up the road is a real pain because there's a couple of big rocks that you have to go in between. And I'm not talking about the little rocks that you find in the road here. I'm talking about two giant boulders. And it is very hard to make that turn. But I think we got it. And I think the last time I went this way. Oh, I was afraid of that. Oh, there we go. So it just didn't nick it. And I'm about out of gas. That is perfectly, get back here on the road. That is perfectly fine because I have other trucks that can come down here and pull this with ease. Actually, I'm just halfway through my fuel load, so I may be okay. So the farm is to the left, which means right up there is my garage. I don't believe the Chevy, and I know the International Scout would not have been able to pull this truck up there. So before the 5.0 update, from what I was told, this truck had a much bigger gas tank, the Con Marshall, and you could actually run forever pretty much with the gas tank. And when they did the 5.0 update, alright, so I now have a Western Star. I am very happy. Let's pull it over here. Whoa, don't you go anywhere. And recover this one. Nope, not recovery. I'm not allowed to recover. Almost screwed up. Yeah, we're in the business now. I got my buddy back. So let's see what we can do with it. See, I've got 7,750. Suspension, can't do that. Haven't found those upgrades yet. I can do the all-terrain tires. Get my lowered powers on here. Because this seems to run really good with these tires for the 43 inches. But it runs much better with those tires. So I did test it at one point with these tires versus the more expensive tires, and it actually runs better with these tires in the mud. So more expensive does not always mean a better tire. Haven't got that yet. Still need a lot of upgrades for this. But there's still a lot that it can do. I think it's all I can get here. And get my lights. Can I get my lights? Yes. I can get my lights. And that's about all I'm... Oh, front... Well... If it'll let me get a front bumper. Nope, still all the low bumpers. This bumper is my favorite. Gives me extra light, and once it gets raised up, protects the undercarriage pretty good. Now, something else that came with the season pass is a paint job. Don't know if I really like the paint job as much. Normally I run it solid black because I think it looks pretty good in black. White Western Star in black. But I will try the paint job here and see if I like it. See if it grows on me. Alright, so we're not going to... I'm going to leave the garage. I'm not going to do anything with it yet because I have upgrades to get. And normally with this truck I either go with, in my other playthrough I actually had two of these because I kept the other Chevy pickup that I'm going to find on this map, and I ran this one red with white and the other one green with white. So when I started this playthrough I actually was going to do this one the green and white, and I may eventually go back to that. I'm not all about fancy paint jobs. And I kind of like two-tones. You rarely ever see a vehicle two-tone anymore. When I was growing up, you never saw a vehicle that was solid color. It was all two-tones. So I do have an upgrade up here. I want to see what that is, because I don't remember. But I do remember the other time I got this upgrade, it was something that I couldn't use. Maybe for a vehicle that I didn't own or didn't think I was going to own. But we'll go up here and check it out. Oh, and level 6, I was able to get my roof rack. So I can carry a half a tank of gas on this. I found that when I tested that this roof rack isn't that bad. When you put the full roof rack on this truck turns to junk. The other roof rack is just way too heavy, and this truck does not like that. Actually, it's not liking this one either. I don't have the diff lock on it. So with the diff lock, it'll climb this with no problem. Alright, so what was this upgrade? Oh, okay, that's what it was. I was running the V8 engine in this. And now I'm not going to run the V8 engine because it sucks way too much gas. I knew it was something that I didn't use. A little bit more. Oh, don't flip over. Okay, I'm pretty safe now. Yeah, these gas cans may not be a good idea on top of this truck now. May have to do a little more testing. Because it does not seem to be handling as well as it did on the other map. Alright, so I'm coming this way because I know past here is a logging area. And in that, I believe in that logging area is a trailer. I can't remember if it was a blue trailer, which if it is, I want that trailer. Because I can pull it behind the Western Star. Or if it was a one of the ramped trailers, which if it's a ramped trailer, it's not really going to do me any good. But it is something that if I can get it out of here, then I can sell it. I already have one ramped trailer. But I know there is a blue trailer out here and there is a ramped trailer. One of them is a lot further than the other. I think the ramped trailer is the furthest one. I think this one might be a blue trailer. I was collecting trailers so much and just selling them off, but I really didn't pay any attention to which trailers were where. And now I can't do that. It is a blue trailer. And it does have wood on it. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. So let's discover it. And let me go ahead and use this roof rack. And get it down so it doesn't have as much weight on it, because I do know here there's an upgrade somewhere along this road. And I know I should get back and finish the mission that I was on, but I can't help it. Okay. Okay, I got a tree there. So let's see if I can cross this. Pull my back end around. And maybe I can reach the other one. But don't remember what this upgrade was or exactly where it was, but I know it's on this road somewhere. I think I see the dancing ants over there. Something I learned way long time ago when computers first started coming out, was that those boxes that do that, they call them dancing ants. Come on, baby, you can do it. A little further. So this is for TranStar. Okay, doesn't help me out any. Go down a little bit on our gearing. Slow the wheel spin down a little bit. Should be okay now. And I believe there is a watchtower around here somewhere. Way up there. I think that's the one I was thinking of. So I started out just going to get the 4 upgrades that I knew where they were at. I knew where this one was, but I wasn't going to get this one. And now it's turned into a whole exploration. I am not going to get that watchtower because it's out in the middle of a swamp. And it is a pain in the butt to get to. So I will save that for when I have my diff lock. Which the diff lock for this should be one of the other 3 upgrades that I have. That I have to go get. Did I pass? Yeah, I did. I'm thinking because you can actually get... You can cross where that big rock is. Right over there. You can actually cross the river. But I don't know if I can do it without the diff lock. And I have 14 gallons of gas. Which means I have to cross and then cross back. And I believe I'll wait on that. Wait till I level up some and get the mud tires and the diff lock. Bad rock. Let's go with that one. So watchtower is straight on down the road. Oh, and I think there's another upgrade there too. Between those 2 bridges. But I'm not sure. Maybe not. Nope, no watchtowers. I mean, no upgrades. Uh-oh. Thought that was going to flip me there for a second. Let me see. I don't think... Yeah, there's no trailers there. Got my scout over there. don't believe there were any trailers I could get in there. But I do have an upgrade. So it should have plenty of gas for that. So let's go get the upgrade. I don't believe there are any hidden upgrades on this map. Whoa, where am I going? I was looking down at my fuel, not paying attention to the road. Ah, no, come on. And I have the autonomous winch. And trees. Go ahead and accept that. And let's refuel. Gives me half a tank. Yeah, I can get that upgrade and get back with half a tank. So this is the Smithfield Dam. And they put a lot of work into this. The developers did. Looks really good. Come down here, see how many I need for this bridge. I think it's 2 wood. And let's look at it real quick. Yep, 2 wood, and I have those on the blue trailer. So when I come back, when I go over and get that blue trailer, then I can come over here and I can get this bridge up and running. You can get around the bridge. The right side of the bridge is the easiest way to get across. You can get across with this truck on the left side also, but it's a little bit tougher. And if I have the wood, I might as well take care of it and do it. I did lose this truck one time down into the river. Came around that corner too fast, and it rolled and rolled right into the river. And I just let it go to see what it would do. And it actually floated itself out into the river, and where those trees are across the river there, that's where it ended up. And I could almost drive it out of there. So this is for White Western Star. Good. happy with that. And the White Western Star was over in that area. So there's no way to cross the river here. No, 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 no. Ah. Good, I'm close enough. Which is probably why they put a tree there for idiots like me not paying attention. Okay, so with the suspension lift for the Western Star, I should definitely be able to go over and get that blue trailer now. I should not have any issues. So let's go to two-wheel drive, save on some gas. Yeah, I think with the, since I put the roof rack on here, it just really messes with the ability of this truck. I would rather them take the spare parts out of the bed and just replace those with 2 fuel cans. Because with the stuff in the bed here, it doesn't really affect the performance of the truck. We'll get this up here in the garage. I'll see if I can get the suspension lift on the Western Star. And then we will go get the other 2 upgrades. The other 1 upgrade. All right. Oh, no, 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 it wasn't that. It was the engageable all-wheel drive. And then I will sell that. Alright, so that'll help this truck out a lot. And what other upgrades? So I've got that one over there that I hate. And I'm going to have to do it. It's just where it's at, how to get to it is not easy. And I'm debating whether or not to take the fuel cans. I'm going to go without them. Just see if the truck handles better. Yeah, I can already tell it's faster. I watched somebody's video and they were talking about that. And then I started experimenting with it and found out that, yeah, it's when you put the roof racks on this truck, it really slows it down. And it tends to bog down in mud a lot worse. And they were saying that the developers, something about the game physics puts too much weight on the truck for the little stuff that you're carrying. And it's like you're trying to carry 10 times what the weight should be. And we have to go down here. And I never seem to get this quite right. Where the heck is this road? Right there. Oh. If I put it in all-wheel drive. When you're going down steep hills, it is better to put it in manual gears. Put it in low. Because your brakes, when you hit the brakes, they immediately engage. And if you've got it in automatic, when you hit the brakes, it takes like a second for the brakes to kick in. Because that's also your reverse. Sure I didn't pass it. Nope. It's right up here on the right. Right there it is. And you have to take this head on. Back up. Because if you try to go down at an angle, you will flip it. Alright, there's my engageable. Alright, I can deal with that. So I still have plenty of fuel. Come on, you can do it. There we go with that one. And I hate it when it does that. Since the 5.0 update. Uh-oh. Oh. And emergency brake still on. Sometimes when you engage the winch, it will automatically start pulling. And sometimes I don't want it to automatically pull. Trying to concentrate here. And this isn't even the worst part. Ah, crap, I missed it. So the worst part is going up this road. Now I have to, well, I'm gonna back it up. No. Stop. Oop, stop. All right. Yep, may have to go back up the way I came down. I'm not going back up that way. Tree can help me here. There we go. Just make sure I don't roll down there. There we go. Yeah. Because remember, I cannot recover to the garage. If I roll this thing and I can't get it rolled back over, something has to come back down here and save my butt. Come on. This is a fun trail, but it is a pain in the butt. With the diff lock, it's not as bad. And the reason I'm coming over here is because right up here is the other Chevy pickup. And since I can only have one of each truck, this Chevy pickup I get to sell. I'm not allowed to sell vehicles unless I have two of them. And right now I can use the money. So this one I believe I can just jump into. Yep. And transmission is bad. So let's change my trucks again and shut it down and see what repairs we can do. So I only have 50 points. And I probably probably want to take care of the shoot. I'll take care of the engine. Well, the gas tank is still 20. So it still should hold a little bit of fuel. So now I get to pull this sucker back. Only I'm going this way. So I think that does me for this episode. If you liked the episode, leave a like. And whether you liked it or not, leave a comment. Let me know what I did well, what I can improve on. I'm all about getting a little bit better at this. And I will see you in the next episode. By then, I may have this truck pulled all the way back. So until then, have a good one.